Let me tell y'all a story, so be sure to listen close, so that you can save yourself and those you love the most. I made some mistakes that I deeply regret. Not all into society is a dark silhouette. Before I was this kid who was humble and honest, my parents always knew that I was morally the strongest. Then high school came and nobody thought I was cool, and the only way to do so was by using the jewel. I was hesitant at first, knowing what this stuff does, but my friends told me to try it once just for the buzz. It was great and all, been part of something dope. Then I became addicted and things went down a slope. I didn't ask for help, fear my parents would find out. So I kept on using drugs, turned my soul into a drought. By the time I was 18, my parents saw the signs that I'd been doing drugs, causing my health to decline. My father was furious, and my mother cried. Our honest, humble son, why on earth did you lie? All I could do right then was look down at my feet, feeling nothing but hell's angry, scorching heat. It was at that moment I knew I had to change, but the addiction was so strong I had to keep the drug exchange. By the time I was 21, I was kicked out of the house. I started living on the streets and looked for food like a mouse. I didn't want my life and future to end up like this, but all drugs ever did was throw them into the abyss. If I could ever go back in time and talk to my younger self, I say keep one of those trophies to fill up the shelf. Doing drugs and being homeless, I know when you're cool, which is why I tell you don't be me and look like a fool. It's the small choices in life that make you who you are, so don't do something stupid and go out there and be a star.
Expectations. They're everywhere, set by everything and everyone. She's really talented. He runs his own business, and you start to feel insignificant. And because everyone else is succeeding, it feels like you need to save the entire world in order to win this competition called life. But you don't have to save the world. It's okay if you only save one person. And it's okay if that person is yourself.
I stay healthy and lead a drug-free life. Most people who get addicted to drugs use it as a solution to a problem. For example, people who get bullied a lot might resort to drugs. 2.6 million 12 to 17-year-olds drink alcohol, and 1.6 million of 12 to 17-year-olds use marijuana as of 2017. But drugs only give you short-term happiness. Instead of drugs, reading Harry Potter makes me feel better. Even though I've read each book like 10 times, it still makes me smile when I read it. I try to finish all my work as quick as possible to read Harry Potter. I like to read Harry Potter when I don't want to think about anything else. It really clears my mind. Since you have to pay attention to know what's going on in the series, your brain can't focus on both things at once. I feel this works especially well when I'm feeling mad because I can forget my anger and get lost in the book. Another great way to make myself feel better is by watching the Harry Potter movies. While I absolutely love the book, I also love lamenting at how much they left out in the movies. It gives me pleasure in criticizing the director for making some major mistakes. Drugs can leave permanent damage to your brain, especially if you're at a young age when you get addicted. You get addicted because when you're not on drugs, you feel sadder and more depressed than you normally would. To achieve the same level of happiness, you need to keep taking the drug, and then you get addicted. They can affect learning, judgment, decision-making, and stress, and memory. Having other ways to calm your feelings is a lot more effective. Being addicted to Harry Potter is a lot better than being addicted to drugs or alcohol.
They really mean it when they say ignorance is bliss. Those days when you would wake up, hang out with friends, and live life without a problem will soon be gone. But it's your choice to choose how to deal with it. The easy way out isn't as it seems. One mistake will take you down the wrong path for the rest of your life. They may tell you things like, "What's the harm? Don't be a wimp. Just do it." And you may say to yourself, this will only be a one-time thing. But you know that's a lie. One minute you're laughing with your friends, then all of a sudden you're waking up with no recollection of what happened the night before. One minute you're selling Girl Scout cookies, the next it's something else. One minute you're excelling in life, the next you're a complete failure. The constant spiral of your life keeps plummeting downwards. Every pill you consume and every drop you drink, until sooner or later, you have nothing left. It's true what they say, YOLO. You really only get one shot at living your life, so why not make it your best? Be smart, don't start.
I started out as a normal high school kid. Had everything I ever could have hoped for in life. Family that loved me and believed in me. Friends that supported me. I had the grades to go to college and have a promising future. There was nothing that I couldn't do. I was full of energy and ready to go. Ready to do anything that came at me. Until one day I decided to try it. I thought I'd just try it once. Meeting people through friends, buying the drugs, taking them over and over again. It was easy to meet people through friends. That's when I found out that 60% of teens who abuse prescription drugs get them from friends and relatives. That's why peer pressure had a huge impact on my life. I wasted money, stole from my parents, and I made mistakes. When I started going down the spiral, things slowly started to change, and not for the better. My grades started slipping, friends started pulling away. I wasn't who I used to be, and everybody else noticed that. I couldn't do the things I used to do. I was unreliable, untrustworthy to my family, friends, teammates, and superiors. That's when I knew I needed a change. I said no. I was one of the lucky ones. One of the average 15% in high school that can recover from drug addiction. Don't make the same mistakes I did.